Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I decided to come here to talk about my thinning hairline. As you can see, I have a very thinning hairline. I have mentioned this in a past video, but that video is really old. The first reason why my hairline went thin is because at one point in my life I was getting braids constantly, and I will go to the shop and then they will grab just a little bit of my hair and put a lot of extension to make it full, and as a result the extensions were too heavy for my hair and it will fall, and as it's falling it will come out with my hair. But the problem with this is I was younger and I didn't know any better. So when I realized that my hairline was thinning, I would go to the braiding shop and I would tell the braider, but they just didn't care. They still did whatever they wanted to do. They still braided tight. And it was, an ongoing thing, and I finally decided to stop going to the shop. I decided to stop going to the shop because the last straw for me was when I went natural, my hair became very coarse. And I was aware of that I know that not all stylists know how to handle natural hair. So therefore I would blow dry or stretch my hair at home before going, but when I would go to the salon, to them it still wasn't straight enough. So this lady decided to take this blow dryer to my hair and just go like this with the blow dryer, and it was a yellow. The color of the blow dryer was yellow. So after she was done, I could see all my black hair around the nozzle of that blow dryer. I was just so heartbroken. And then she seemed to not care. So now when I'm thinking back and I'm looking back to what I did, although I went to the shops and my hair was messed up, I have to be accountable for the mistake I made too. I should have stopped going there earlier. And one thing that I failed to notice when I'm thinking back is looking back at the braiders' hair themselves. They didn't have, a head full of hair, and they had really thinning hairline, which seemed to not bother them. They were fine with it. They still got the tight hairstyles and braids, so they couldn't understand why their client wanted to preserve her edges, because they didn't have any edges and they were good with it. It wasn't a big issue to them, so they couldn't understand the reason why I was constantly bothering them. So looking forward, now I'm actually doing my own braids, which is good because I can control what I do, and I actually leave the outer line when I do my own braid. But looking forward, if I'm going to hire a professional braider, one thing that I would really take into consideration is look at the condition of their own hair, because I personally believe that if their own hair is well taken care of and then they're aware of how their hair look, they will probably do the same for me, their clients. So that's one big issue I can attribute to my thinning hairline. And then the next thing is I have tried several to help grow my hairline out. But personally, like, I tried castor oil, I tried all these edge. I don't believe the castor oil helped grow my hair, but I can say the castor oil actually made my hair like really shiny. It helps me maintain moisture. Like, I loved like the overall outcome of my hair with a castor oil, but I personally don't think that it helped with the growth. And at one point I became so desperate. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but at one point I've seen on Facebook people were tattooing their edges. I know it's not I mean, I'm laughing, but I don't think it's funny because when I saw those posts, although there were like so many negative comments about these women doing it, I could understand why they were doing it, because after a while you just become so desperate and you would do anything to get your hairline back. I personally believe that my follicles are dead and they're not coming back. But one thing that I would like to try first before I completely give up, one of my favorite YouTuber, Zig and stuff, she made a video about how she used the emu oil and she showed the before and after, and it has truly helped her with, you know, hair growth. At least it helped her fill in her bald spots. And I also watch another YouTuber, I can't think of her name right now, but she does locks. She also has talked about emu oil and talk about the benefits of emu oil, and I myself have been doing some researches on emu oil. So I think before I completely give up and accept to live with a thinning hairline, I will try and purchase the emu oil and apply it to my hair daily for some time and see the results that it will give me. So moving forward, from what I've learned from my experience, is to never completely trust anybody with my hair, because I did in the past and this is the result that I got. And another thing is, I should have been able to speak up because I was paying these people with my hard-earned money. So I should have been brave enough to stop them and tell them, do not braid my edges and the braids are too tight. So my advice to anybody will be those two things. When going to the braid shop, you know, braid shops do cost, you know, a pretty penny. So if you're gonna work hard for your money to go pay somebody for a job, at least it should be something that's gonna be beneficial to you and not be destructive at the end. So I would say to anybody going to the braid shop that make sure you tell the braider to not braid your hair too tight. And if they won't listen, just stop them, because it's not worth it at the end. I understand some people are fine with a thinning hairline. To some people it doesn't matter. But if you're somebody to whom your hairline does matter to you, then you know you have to be firm on it, and then you have to make sure you talk to your stylist or braiders before you let them destroy their thinning hairline, because this for me has become a serious issue, because I like wearing my hair, but I have to constantly be conscious of the styles that I'm wearing, and sometimes I don't like to take a picture, or somebody accidentally take a picture of me and they take the side and I look back at the picture and it's such an awful picture and it doesn't look right. So that's, you know, that's the real reason behind my thinning hairline, because I'm making videos and some people are seeing my hairline, and because the old video is so old they haven't gotten a chance to look at it. So that's why I decided to make this video and talk about my struggles. So if you have thinning hairline, or if you have suffered with thinning hairline in the past and then you were able to overcome it or find something that have worked for you, please leave it down in the comment box down below so I can check it out and maybe others can check it out too. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.